Hi guys and welcome back to the channel. In review today is 65 on 4K Blu-ray. Let's take a look at the tech specs. It was shot on Sony Venice cameras in 6K, it's got a 4K DI, the aspect ratio is 239:1, it's got a Dolby Atmos soundtrack, the disc supports HDR10 and Dolby Vision with a full enhancement layer for the Dolby Vision grade, it's a 66GB disc, the average bitrate is 62.17MB per second, the runtime is 93 minutes and it's rated 12. Sony presents 65 on 4K Blu-ray with a clean, crisp and well-detailed digital image that meets their usual high standard on the physical home format, with appreciative refinements and gains over the already strong 1080p Blu-ray. Sharpness and clarity levels can ebb and flow throughout, depending on what lens is being used at the time, with some shots appearing razor sharp and others having a slight softness to them. As part of the film's intended look, the cinematographer has used Hawk V-Light anamorphic lenses in certain shots, which soften the surrounding edges with a warping bokeh effect, whilst heightening the sense of depth and emphasising the foreground subject, and these shots can appear softer. When at its sharpest though, the native 4K transfer exhibits strong detail levels in all key areas, with an increased level of clarity on close-ups highlighting sweat, dirt and facial hair, and improved complexity to costumes and clothing with more tangible textures and a better sense of depth and nuance to environments and terrain elements. Compared to the 1080p Blu-ray, the 4K doesn't offer a radical upgrade, but instead it refines and subtly improves the image, which helps to create an overall more realistic and lifelike appearance. Generally, CG elements blend in quite effectively, and bar a few noticeable green screen shots and the odd dodgy looking dinosaur, the majority of the dinos are integrated well and are rendered with some decent detail, on par or at least very near to the Jurassic World films. The film lends itself to a predominantly natural colour palette, featuring green, brown and beige tones in the daytime outdoor environments, and grey, blue and black hues in some of the ship's interiors and darker settings. Both flavours of HDR, HDR10 or Dolby Vision help to deliver richer colours and more accurate tonal shadings throughout, with lusher greens, deeper blues and fuller and healthier skin tones. The transfer doesn't get incredibly bright, but it's not dim or dull either, and certain light sources, explosions and the meteors burning up in the atmosphere all have a nice vibrant pop to them, but nothing that will have you reaching for your sunglasses. There are quite a few darker settings throughout, and these are generally reproduced with deep and inky black levels, though some shots can lean to more of a greyish tone and appear a bit murky. The darker scenes can also exhibit some digital noise, but the UHD does boast better handling of this over the standard Blu-ray and helps to keep it more to the minimum. No serious encode or compression related issues were detected, and the image retained good stability throughout. If you enjoy this type of content, why not consider subscribing and following me on Twitter and Instagram at chrisatthemovies to stay up to date with the latest physical media news. As for the audio, 65 is accompanied by a vigorous and engaging Dolby Atmos soundtrack that makes for a solid upgrade over the Blu-ray's DTS 5.1 mix. From very early on in the movie, as Kylo Ren's ship battles its way through meteor strikes, the surround and height channels are actively engaged, enveloping the listener in bangs, rattles and crashes from the impact of each meteor with some effective soundstage panning. It's from this moment on that the mix remains highly active, giving each speaker something to do at almost all times. The high channels are put to great use throughout and produce a nice range of immersive effects, such as the voice on the ship, dinosaur screeches, and rain and other jungle noises. The surround channels also have a great sense of spatial awareness and produce some effective environmental ambience, from the wide spaciousness of outdoor settings to the resonating sounds inside the cave. With how the movie plays out, there's a few moments which have things jumping out or surprising the viewer, and these are accentuated by the sound design and make for some pretty ample jump scares that should certainly help to keep you alert. The subwoofer doesn't dig ultra deep, but still packs a significant punch when necessary, with forceful gunshots, rumbling explosions, and when the bigger dinos appear, some thunderous weight and heft with each heavy footstep. Chris Bacon and Danny Elfman's musical score accompanies the movie well and comes through with good clarity, and dialogue is rendered crisp and clear with no issues to report. To summarise, I'll give the picture an 8.7. Sony's 4K UHD release of 65 builds on the already strong foundation of the 1080p Blu-ray and subsequently produces better detail and clarity levels within the constraints of creative intentions, and improved colour depth and accuracy courtesy of HDR. And I'll give the audio a 9.7. This is a highly engaging Dolby Atmos soundtrack that is sure to give your home theatre system a great workout, with intelligent surround channel usage, frequent and effective height speaker output, and solid bass response. Fans of the movie shouldn't be left wanting much more. So these are my thoughts on 65 on 4K Blu-ray. Will you be picking this one up? Let me know down in the comments. Thanks for watching guys, enjoy your movies, bye!